Feels really good to just get in there. You push down, you fold back, you fold in, you push again. You just keep like kneading it. It's really good. We're Jamie and Marcel. I'm from California, Marcel's from Pennsylvania, and
we met in Texas.
I used to make bread quite a bit. When I was in high school, I broke my collarbone, and so I was very limited in what I could do that summer. And one of the things I started doing was baking bread. I had inability to do anything active, so you can make the dough, and then you sit around for a while, and then let it rise, and then bake it and get to eat it. So then, I guess when we started dating, I was like, oh, I can make a challah, and so I started making challah. And then I got my PhD and I got a job in Chile. So I moved to Chile and Jamie stayed in Austin working there for another year and a half.
We moved down to Chile and I left my job as a cantor in Austin. I was going to be like a lady of leisure, which I was very good at. I said, well, I'm going to make challah every week. And I thought I would try a different recipe each week. We had a lot of friends over to try it and it was a huge hit. So that's why I couldn't change the challah. Everyone loved it. It was amazing. But it was nice to be able to have that time, which I had never had before. Time to really prepare and make Shabbat for ourselves, especially being kind of far from home. We lived in a community down there. We all had our houses on a compound. There were probably like 30 houses. And on Fridays, we would have a end of the week celebration, a happy hour with lots of barbecue. And when I got there, it started to have a challah. So everybody sort of welcomed Shabbat with us down in Chile. It wasn't just like, oh, let's make challah. It really was a way of marking time. We were starting our life together. We wanted to have some sort of way of marking Shabbat, for sure. Shabbat is so much about the preparation for, and challah is one of these things. It's not hard in any way, but it takes a long time. I think it has to do with committing to it and building it into your schedule. Like my mother would prepare the chickens the night before. She would pick up the challahs when she was at work and then come home, and my dad would come home early on Fridays. So everything is prepared ahead of time. Yeah, it's about setting it up into your schedule. It's a really yummy and beautiful loaf of bread that you're having with dinner. It's like, this is nice. On Shabbat, you're supposed to have 3 meals. That you have to have bread with a meal because bread is the staff of life. You're not just going to throw down like a couple slices of bread. You're going to bring out this beautiful challah, and not just one, but 2 beautiful challahs. So then you're going to have also on set, so Friday night and Saturday for lunch, and then Saturday for dinner. You have 3 nice meals on Shabbat. And I can imagine our ancestors living, such meager existence, but then to have 3 meals with 3 times you're having bread, and not just any bread, but this beautiful bread, it really highlights that aspect, this sort of joy of Shabbat.